Good afternoon, Tanzanites. I know, it's been a long time. I'm bad like that, but I'm back. And I brought with me some very special people today, so hopefully y'all will forgive me. I can't say that it has been rough because I've actually had the most joyous days in a while, so maybe that's why I have not done what I was supposed to be doing. But I got two people that are going to talk to you today because you guys gave me some feedback and said that although you love me, you love it when I have guests. I don't know how to take that, but hey, we're here. And it's a Saturday. It's a beautiful day outside. The sun is shining. The weather is absolutely perfect. So today, we're going to talk with someone that has lost his parents, but he's married. So we're going to talk to someone who's had to support him through this journey. Oh, what a journey. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Candy all soft now. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Now that I've pressed record, she's like, hello. So, tell me your names and anything you want to tell the Tanzanites about you before I put you on the hot seat. We'll let you go first.
Okay. I'm Lucious Brown, and there's not much about me. I'm 51 years old. Just enjoying life to the fullest every single day, and it's just wonderful to be around.
So, who's sitting next to you? What's your name, young lady?
I'm Candy Brown, Lucious's wife. I don't know, not much to say about me. I just, at home, being a wife, a mom, grandma.
Let me ask you guys something. Is this your first podcast?
It
It
is.
is.
I get the first interview, even though I wasn't supposed to technically. I'm going to take the honor to say thank you for letting me pick your brain and your hearts today. It really means a lot to us. And they happen to know a little bit about my journey. Lucious, I've also lost my dad and my mom. My dad was in 2015. I did get the opportunity to, I guess it's an opportunity to spend the last 30 days with him in hospice. My mom was suddenly. She ate dinner, she laid down, and that was it. We didn't even get a chance to say goodbye. So I know how it can be to be in this world, something you expect, right? We know that this is supposed to happen, but we just don't want it to,
Yes.
So as a woman, they expect me to be all emotional about it and have a certain way I am allowed to fall out and flip out and be emotional. As a man, how did this affect you?
Well, the biggest thing is that when you lose parents or anything, is that you're losing a shield. You're losing that person who protects you from the outside world. And as a man, you're brought up, you're taught, okay, I'm supposed to be tough. I'm supposed to not cry. I'm supposed to carry the load and be the protector, okay? But as a man also too, your parents are so much your protectors. Your parents are the ones who, when you are little and when you're young, that first scrape, that first boo-boo you had, who's cleaning it? Your parents. The first time, you get punched in the eye, who you're going to? Your parents. And when you lose that, you now realize that you've become that. You've become to your kids that protector, that person who they are going to have to depend on, when they feel that they can't carry a burden. The one that they're going to be the ones bringing burdens to. And when I lost my dad, it was in 2008. Actually, no. Yeah, 2008, March of 2008. 2000 was 2008.
Oh, well,
Yeah, 2008.
You're right.
And when I lost him, it was like, okay, my hero died. I no longer have a hero. And through that, you go through changes, the emotions, the grief, it's the, why can't I have one extra day or one extra moment, or I always wanted to do this with you. And what that brought out in me was learn that, what, I have to live for the moment and make sure that every moment is complete. Take the extra risk, do the extra thing that you never thought you would do, because at any moment, any one of us can go. Well, when I lost my mother, I knew it was coming. She had a long battle with cancer. And this is probably the toughest woman or toughest person I ever seen in my life. She battled cancer when I was a boy, and she battled cancer pretty much her whole life, and lived joyously through it. And she would tell you, literally, while she's going through this, that she was fine, that she was okay, that there was nothing wrong with her. And when people talk about, somebody who's showing faith, that they are believing that they were healed, that was her. If you were to say, take a picture of her and say, this is what faith looks like when somebody's believing that they're supposed to be healed, that was her, literally. And then when she realized that, it was coming to an end, it was tough to see someone who was literally rock solid and literally who you didn't think, literally a bullet could hurt, because she believed, she'd take a bullet and live, knowing that her life was coming to an end, and she knew it. It breaks you. It breaks you because, this is the one person who gave me life.
Gosh.
And it's the one person who literally would tell you, don't cry, suck it up.
Yeah.
You're going to make it through it. And seeing that, crushed me. But the thing what I learned is everything has a purpose, everything has a season.
Yeah.
And everybody is here for a season.
Yeah.
And what they put on your life is things that you can share to others.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
She was a tough woman.
That was, oh my gosh, y'all. I'm at a loss for words, but that is just the epitome of this entire podcast, Lucious. We cannot choose the lemons. We can make lemonade. And your mom,
Yes.
tell me her name.
Mandy.
Who?
Mandy.
Mandy.
Yes.
And your dad?
Lucious.
Mandy and Lucious.
Lucious and
Mandy.
Candy.
Isn't that something?
Isn't it?
Candy and
Yes.
Lucious, Mandy and Lucious. Just to hear about Miss Mandy, like, oh man, that is such an inspiration to me and what I'm doing on a daily basis. Just encouraging people and just trying to live through whatever you're given, because you can't choose, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome. So the next question is, Miss Candy, seeing Lucious said that he was broken, and being a man, men don't get that opportunity to cry. They taught by their moms and their dads, boys don't cry and men can't be emotional, blah 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 blah. How did that affect you, knowing that you love him so much and to see him in this pain?
I think not to sound heartless, I think I cried more for him when his dad passed and when his mom passed than I did for them.
Yeah.
Just knowing by his body language, his verbiage, how soft he was, how soft and quiet he was being, how broken and hurt he really was, and it was hard because I was broken and hurt also, but he needed me more than I needed him. And just staying strong for that, it does definitely take a little bit of a toll on you, both mentally and even physically, loss of sleep, But, all you can do is just love him and hug him and tell him that, cry for him if you have to.
Yeah. I think the blessing is having someone to cry for you. People don't understand. It's a beautiful thing, to lose. I mean, it's two different types of love, right? You got your parents, you automatically love them. You chose to love Candy, but to know that she had your heart in her hand, in her heart, helped get through that. What did you have to do on your own? If you could, it's two parts to this. What did you do? And what, looking back, if anything, you would advise a man to do differently?
Well, what I did was typical man stuff. And that is, you basically build this wall around you and you get to yourself. And you find yourself in quiet moments, reflecting at the same time as, saying, I'm tough, I'm strong, I'm this guy, and this is how I'm supposed to be. Nothing's going to hurt me. Yeah, they're gone, but I'm not going to reflect on it. It doesn't hurt as bad. But what I reflect back at what I should have did differently, I really, really probably should have talked a little bit more about my feelings, talked a lot more about my emotions, talked about what's going on inside of me, because as you talk more, it makes you, it makes the heart get a lot lighter.
For sure.
And that's the thing. You want to, even though you will never ever be the same, because you never will go back to that day before they died, you can learn that, death is a part of natural life, and learn how to accept it, live with it, and move through your life with it, because their memories are always going to be with you. And whether it's a smell, a dish, a place that you go to, and you think, what? I remember this about my mother, or whenever I see the cover of Lime Green, I always remember how she loved lime green carpet. My dad hated this lime green carpet, but my dad, being my dad who he is, his main thing was, I'm going to make this woman happy, because something like lime green carpet, I can live with.
That's beautiful. So, men aren't typically taught that, right? And my goal is for men is to give them a safe space to do that, which they don't really feel is safe. I was talking to another guy, and he said men aren't allowed to show their emotions, that even in a relationship, that it will be thrown back up to them. So I want you guys to take Lucious' advice because he's saying to you, he wish he had done it different. So if you are a man and you're listening and you haven't gone through trauma or you're going through trauma, talk it out. If you cannot find someone close to you, if you have a beautiful wife to support you, therapists, just choose a talk therapy. I go to talk therapy once a week. I'm a girl. I know what you're going to say. Oh, you're a woman. You get to go through it. But men, I think a lot less men would have heart attacks and strokes if they just talked it out. It would be less divorce and happier children if a man just had a safe space to talk it out. My dad was a truck driver. He was happy-go-lucky. He believed nothing in the world bothered him, but it bothered us. He didn't drink. He didn't smoke. He just would get in his truck and drive. And I now know as an adult, that's how he dealt with things.
Escape.
He thought by not including us in his pain or letting us know what's going on, that would be better off for us. So when the doctor called, because I was his power of attorney, his medical power of attorney, and said he has 30 days to live, nobody knew. My dad had gone through colon cancer by himself, heart problems. Well, I knew he had a heart problem because he couldn't drive trucks anymore because he had to get a pacemaker. But that was only because he fainted on a bus somewhere out and they called me. That's the only reason why I knew, you know? And just hearing you, I wonder how many things he just suffered in silence.
Oh, yeah.
My dad did the same thing.
Who?
My dad did the same thing.
His dad did the same thing.
My dad did the very, very same thing, you know.
Nobody really knew much of anything.
Yeah, I remember taking him to a hospital, taking him on a doctor's appointment one day, and he telling me, you know what, I don't got much time to live. And here I'm like, what do you mean you ain't got much time to live? I'm like, dude, you're gonna outlive me, you know. And here I am, a young man at the time, you know, and you know, I'm thinking, you know, you're gonna outlive me. You're gonna be burying me, you know. Mm-hmm. And no, he's like, no, I don't got much time to live. He's like, and he's telling me, you know, words of encouragement, installing me wisdom, you know, that, you know what, life is temporary, you know, enjoy your life, do the things with your life that I wish I would have did, you know.
Yeah.
And it's exactly, you know, as you were saying, you know, quote the artist from Dax. He has a wonderful song. You ever want to really, really, really understand a man's feelings about anything? Listen to the song by Dax, Lonely Dirt Road, because that's exactly what we do. We find that lonely dirt road, we go off somewhere, tell our feelings, share our feelings with that lonely dirt road. We come back, we smile like everything is going to be all right and everything's okay, because that lonely dirt road took our problems.
That's crazy. That probably was, let me tell you, he probably was driving in his truck on that road and just giving the road his problems. Wow. This is amazing. So the question for you, Candy, is you cried for him, right?
I did.
What else did you do? What advice could you give someone to help their husband? Because I'm sure you guys have been together a long time. You knew he was suppressing or not saying. What advice would you give a wife to help her husband?
Honestly, be there, support him. Do not judge him if he does, or when, not if, when he finally breaks down. Just be there, hold him, listen, comfort him. That's all he needs. He just needs your love and your comfort and your support. Be there to support him. No matter how tired you are, no matter how rough your day at work was, the kids are bad, whatever, take that 10, 15, however many minutes he needs to just you and him, to comfort him and love him.
Look at that, y'all. She didn't say nothing that cost a whole bunch of money, that cost a whole bunch of time. I saw a post that said if you have 12 minutes for someone, that'd be real good for
Yes.
them. 12 minutes. And with us being so busy and working so much and trying to have a life and taking care of the kids, in the span of things, 12 minutes. Had my ex took 12 minutes with me, we might still be together.
Yeah.
You know?
It's 12, 15 minutes, those dishes can wait. That laundry can wait. There's nothing more important than making sure he has the comfort and support that he needs. It's 12, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Dishes they're not going anywhere. They're not going to make or break you.
And in the span of 24 hours, that's absolutely very minimum.
Minimum.
You know, not to forget the other person. Guys, this was wonderful. So wonderful. Thank you for sharing your heart with me.
Thank you for having us on.
Thank
No
you.
worries. Tanzanites, share. Care. I just think that 12 minutes a day, a hug, checking in on someone, especially when they've lost someone, such a good thing. Such a thing that we need in this world that's so busy. Before I end, anything else? Any more words of wisdom, Lucious?
I always got words of wisdom. And one of my big ones lately that's been on my mind is anything that you want, go get it. Go get it. As I've gotten older, you know, I've realized, you know what? I'm here for a finite time. And I want to make sure that I enjoy every moment that I can. So if you want something, go get it.
Go get it, Tanzanites. You heard that. It's so crazy how this, you guys would think that they knew that we were going to talk about this, but I put them on the cusp. And this is why I like to do impromptu, because sometimes you start thinking about it too hard. If you'd known before you came, you know, you would have think about what to say, how to say it. But with It's Okay to Live, it's about going and get it, about living, taking a deep breath, and just sharing with, if only one person was to hear this and it was to change their lives. It's okay. All right, guys. Thank you for listening. Hit me up. It's okay to live.com, ITS, the number 2, LIVE.com. And I will talk to you guys later, if it's God's will. Bye.